Welcome back to another episode of Shabbat Shmooze. Hodul Adonai ki tov ki l'olam chasto. For those who are davening for me, I thank you so much. Bechazdei Hashem and Hodul Hashem. My scan results were good, and I just wish for every other person in the entire world who is awaiting results to have besorot tovot, perfect health, arichut yamim, now and le'olam va'ed. Let's jump right into the parsha. This week's parsha is Parshat Chukat. A lot of mysterious things are happening. First, it begins with the mitzvah, the para aduma, something that is so mysterious, even Shlomo HaMelech said he didn't fully understand it. And then Miriam passes away, and the well that accompanied the Jewish people disappears. The nation is thirsty. Moshe strikes the rock instead of speaking to it. Aaron is told they will not enter Eretz Yisrael, and then later on, Aaron dies himself. What is going on? This parsha makes us ask, Hashem, what? What is happening? And we are so tempted to say, Hashem, but why? But why? And that is exactly where I want to focus. The pasuk reads, Zot chukat Torah asher tziva Hashem le'emor. This is a decree of the Torah that Hashem has commanded. What is a chok? A chok is a mitzvah we do even though we don't understand it because there is no explanation for it. It's almost like when a parent is telling a child, do X, Y, and Z, and the child says, no, I don't want to. Why? And the parent says, because I said so. Okay, that's what we have to do. A chok has no explanation. But most of life sometimes can feel like a chok. Why does one person get married easy breezy at 19 when another one is waiting for their soulmate at 45? Why does one person get pregnant immediately after getting married, but other people go through infertility or miscarriages or struggle for years until they are blessed? Why is one person healthy and another struggling? These are all times that we can turn to Hashem and say, why? But this parsha teaches us that we're not meant to understand the ways of Hashem. We're meant to trust the ways of Hashem. Life doesn't come with explanations, we know that. But what we have to train ourselves to believe and to learn from this parsha is that when the going gets tough and things don't make sense, we have to trust Hashem and trust that He knows exactly what He's doing. There's a beautiful story about Rav Aryeh Levin. I love the Aryeh Levin stories, the tzaddik of Yerushalayim. There was a woman who had gone to the Rav for a bracha. She had a very challenging life. Nothing was going her way. A lot of tzarot, lo alinu, a lot of horrible challenges and worries and problems and hardships. And she just wanted some answers. So she went to the tzaddik, Rav Aryeh Levin, and he took her to a tapestry, to the back of a tapestry. And he said, what do you see over here? And she looked and she sees loose strings, tanglements, color crossing in every direction. It looked messy, it looked broken, it almost looked ugly. And then he turned the tapestry around and he said, but what do you see now? And she saw this perfect, exceptional, beautiful tapestry masterpiece that was so magnificent and it was woven with such precision and it clicked. And she said, okay, so what am I meant to learn from this? He said, well, what you see right now is the back of a tapestry. Nothing makes sense. It looks ugly, it looks dirty, it looks messy, it's confusing. But at the right moment, Hashem will allow the tapestry to turn around and you will see the magnificent picture that only Hashem knows is there and only Hashem can paint as He is the master weaver. And this is exactly what Parshat Chukat is teaching us. Miriam dies. Aaron dies. Moshe Rabbeinu will never enter Eretz Yisrael. The nation is thirsty. People are suffering. And if you stop the story right here, none of it would make any sense. It would look like those horrible, yucky knots, loose strings, a tangled mess. But Hashem sees the entire tapestry, beginning, middle, and end. And while we see one chapter, Hashem actually sees the entire book because Hashem wrote the book. Hashem is the author. Now for our spiritual homework, I'm going to give us something pretty easy to handle. This week, I want you to stop yourself from asking Hashem, why? Why is this happening to me? And instead, I want you to reframe things and say, Hashem, I might only be seeing the back of the tapestry now, but I ask you, please, allow me to see the front very soon. That's it. That is our spiritual homework, because every person watching this has some chukot, a chok in your life, something that just doesn't make sense. You have things that look like the backside of a tapestry, and sometimes we are tempted to ask Hashem why. But instead this week, we're going to focus on the who and not the why. We're going to say, Hashem, okay, I'm obviously looking at the back of a tapestry now, but please, may you show me the front very soon. And in that, I wish you all a week of beauty, a week of menucha, a week of health, bisarot tovot, good vibes, good everything, and may Hashem bless us bakol mikol kol. Love you all. Shabbat shalom.